the orange again. It's Europe against France, a story that has been told many a time, and it will have another iteration here in the quarterfinals of the Rendezvous number 4.
It's gonna be a banger, this one. It's the quarterfinals that we wanted, Mac. It's one that could really go either way. I do, however, slightly favor here the EU, the double Spaniards here with LUIISP. To me, the player with probably the most experience here. I mean, he's the one that I'm going to be looking for to do it here in this series. He's the one that creates the first chance there as well for Team 5.
Team 5 already on the prowl, already going forward. It's GROWLII with a brilliant infield pass. LUIISP snipes the upper 90, but is not quite accurate enough. The woodwork saving the Frenchies as KERIAN now finds a double fight. The pass to EKON, it's filthy, and it's so good.
I mean, Boyo's been saying this the entire time we weren't on screen yet. He's been saying, EKON, don't doubt him. And the pre-jump there off of the pass of KERIAN read exactly where he was going to put it with that double tap right at the backboard. Just tapping it in makes it look easy. It definitely isn't. That's the start that GROWLII will have wanted.
That read on EKON to just pre-jump the double tap from KERIAN, that's unheard of. Very close, too close to comfort for the defense there of Team 5. They definitely are struggling with the Frenchies.
There's the speed. Speed's definitely on the side of GROWLII. Perfect play there by Lewis. I told you he was the player to watch. Does it all by himself.
And the Spaniard does it brilliantly, all alone. A little backflip to fake out the first, and then a short little flick over the second, finds the equalizer. And that's what we meant when we talk about experience, right? It's the young wild guns from GROWLII with EKON, with KERIAN, with MTZR. And then you've got the experience, someone like GROWLII, someone like LUIISP, that are just not going to be unsettled by an early go-ahead goal for their position.
Exactly, and it's good that we're not playing RLCS, because that would have been a great screenshot there for Finner, the triple commit to the defense from GROWLII. It's the type of plays that you see more in these off-season tournaments where the chemistry hasn't really built yet.
I mean, it's natural, right? With most of these teams being tryouts and most of these teams not really playing together for too long, maybe having a scrim or two under their belt, this chemistry needs time to develop. So double commits and triple commits are going to happen. It's almost like, okay, who can punish the mistakes better than their opponent when they come about?
Yeah, and yet this game hasn't really felt like a mistake fest. Sometimes you see these games where they're really feeling each other out, and then, you know, it's one or two mistakes per team. Those are the goals, but so far it's been great plays by both teams to create the chances, create the goals. This was a great infield pass. GROWLII just can't quite get the angle. The infield passes from Team 5 definitely seem to be there.
Infield passes, the positioning certainly seems to be there. There seems to be a general understanding of where you should be in regards to and in relation to your teammates, as GROWLII is now going to hurry back, tries to get across to LUIISP. Pass will not find his man, as instead it's GROWLII once more. Going for it as GROWLII pushes out of the Rule 1. No Rule 1 to be had. We go forward 3v3.
I can't fault them for that one. It didn't seem to be intended to push his teammate out of that Rule 1, so I don't think any karma goals. Maybe there are, though. MTZR, he the one. Touch it in from up high.
The unknown youngster goes up high and has a rather standard shot for a player of his caliber to find the back of the net. Instant karma dished out by the universe. GROWLII, he couldn't avoid the bump, but he really should have.
Yeah, it's the bumps, but to be fair, you call it pretty standard shotting. Yes, it is for this caliber. I wholeheartedly agree, but the fact that he did not stop boosting, it's that very quick double jump aerial, the fast aerial that is so easy to learn but so hard to master, and definitely mastered here by MTZR.
The speed overall, speed and the mechanics are just there. Even if it's not flashy, you still have to make it work. As TEHQOZ now tries for something flashy. Nice little pass off the back, but LUIISP is there, and he will not be denied. Once more, it's a Spanish connection for Team 5.
It's the passes, it's the pressure, it's the attack for Team 5. That's the thing that's been setting them apart from GROWLII so far. Especially LUIISP seems to be the one taking all the shots here. 6 shots to his name and finds his second goal of this game, the equalizer. Just over a minute to go.
Equalizer scored, but Team 5 yet to be in the lead. And MTZR will make sure it stays that way. Counterattack coming up. GROWLII has to avoid the bomb and does so beautifully.
Very high risk. I mean, it's the type of plays that we expect from these Spanish teams. Always looking for the risky plays and trying to make them work here. LUIISP once again. GROWLII, that's a big mistake. First mistake of the match, and it's been costing a goal.
MTZR just has to usher the ball downfield. GROWLII, he saw magic. And I can appreciate when someone just goes for the pre-jump, but Chief, that wasn't it.
It's these type of plays where it's like a poker match. You draw a decent card. You're like, I'm gonna go all in, and then suddenly the opponent has a royal flush, and you're there like, well, that sucks, and it does suck for Team 5. To me, here the better team so far. You know, the team that's leading, the team with the most chances though, as GROWLII as well, taking a shot there on target.
GROWLII wanted to make up for his mistake with that shot on target, but unfortunately, defender's still there now on the blue end. It's pressure by GROWLII. TEHQOZ. The layoff to LUIISP will still be hunted down by KERIAN. GROWLII trying to strangle Team 5 in their own half, but will not find the ultimate success. Team 5 able to put themselves into a position of offense.
Only 10 seconds now to do it. To come from defense with GROWLII trying to take control. That's not the greatest start from the sidewall. KERIAN keeps it in front in the half of Team 5, and then this ball seems to be dropping unless Lewis can get under it. He can, pops it up. TEHQOZ just too late. Seemed to be a tiny chance there near the end, but doesn't quite get there. And so the first match, maybe a little bit against what we've seen on the pitch, goes towards GROWLII.
Goes towards GROWLII. If you take the lead 3 times in a Rocket League game, chances are you're gonna win that very game. And GROWLII, whenever they came forward, it was with intent, right? It was immediately dangerous, where Team 5 didn't really know where to place themselves. MTZR, and especially, very quick in the air, very confident in his challenges, and that's making it difficult for Team 5.
I mean, we're calling him the rookie, and yes, you know, by definition, he's the rookie, but definitely not playing like one. Sometimes you see a little bit of nerves, especially playing on stream. You know, there's some players that just don't like it. They prefer to go unnoticed unless it's in their ranked matches. Right here, none of it you can see on MTZR. He's playing like a absolute veteran. Took the MVP that first game. Gonna be looking to do the same thing this game 2.
Game 2, and as a reminder, these are not best of 3s anymore. We are, of course, in the quarterfinals, so best of 5s. No match point yet for GROWLII, but a double commit for Team 5 could open the scoring lane, but that shot was too harmless. Wasn't easy to deal with.
And then so far, this series, the one for Team 5 to win is what it feels like. They're the ones with bigger pressure offensively. MTZR puts it on the backboard though, almost finding that double tap just off of the change from defense to offense. GROWLII is so incredibly quick.
GROWLII always trying to catch out Team 5 in that transition play to find that quick little counter, that snap counter attack. But right now, not to be there. Press deep back KERIAN though. Taking his time, beautiful flick over the first, and now trying to find the dunk on LUIISP. Finds MTZR. Can he slot it? No, he can't. Prime opportunity goes awry.
Now the other side, GROWLII goes for the bump, misses it. So that's 2 chances. Both teams finding small opportunities, but not quite the net just yet. MTZR will push this one in again. It's a deja vu for GROWLII. Again, an open net.
A deja vu in the rendezvous. The open net left unprotected, and MTZR just has once more no more job to do than to hit the board really hard on target.
We're saying that like it's easy, but we all know the open nets are the hardest, right?
Yeah, it is. It is the ultimate opponent.
It's well, except for maybe Zen. I feel like Zen could also qualify as the ultimate opponent.
depending on who you ask, possibly, yeah. Like, I still think some people would rather have Zen defense than the open net to shoot at.
To be fair, it doesn't feel as bad if it does get saved. One save here, but the second not found. As GROWLII gets the barrage here from Team 5 and finally puts them on the scoreboard this game as well.
It's a good angle from GROWLII. It's a decent shot from LUIISP. It's awkwardly placed for MTZR to deal with. The clear, I feel like, could have gone a little bit more sideways, a little bit more into the corner. But with that shot, it was very difficult to control, and GROWLII just finds a good angle with another equalizer. But yet again, it's only equalizers that Team 5 are able to score. Yes, they're keeping it close. Yes, they're giving themselves the opportunity to win, but then not really grabbing it once the score is leveled.
No, it's their ball control definitely seems to be on point. They're constantly trying to get multiple touches on that ball. You've seen it before with TEHQOZ. Instead of just booming it towards net, he tries to find the corner and then another touch. MTZR can do the same thing with the net drag almost. The last man there. Definitely given some space, trying to make the most of it.
And I think Team 5 has just recognized that MTZR is firing on all cylinders. His mechanics are hot, his positioning is great, and he's feeling the confidence. He's flowing through his veins as KERIAN finds an immaculate save on defense to keep the score level, but definitely not allowed to give time and space to MTZR and GROWLII are Team 5.
Yeah, and it's the way that these chances and attacks are being created on GROWLII. They don't really seem full of risks. Right here, KERIAN without boost, almost getting that double tap, but it's riskless, you know. It's that one player just making the play off of a pass, whereas every single time Team 5 finds the offense, it's deep pressure. It's the third man needing to commit. It's risky. That's why they've paid for multiple open nets.
It's a different strategy in offense between the two teams, but TEHQOZ can do the solo play as well. Gets a setup for GROWLII. KERIAN once more, just in a nick of time, finds the save and keeps the score level. GROWLII really have found their guardian angel in KERIAN.
It's crazy, you know. Defense, it may not win you championships, but it's definitely winning you, or at least keeping you in this game against Team 5. Defense from GROWLII so incredibly strong, but once again being tested here. The pressure mounts, a great clear will alleviate some of that pressure.
Oh, and the ball just spills in mid. EKON on turnaround quickly enough, and now respawns dangerously. It's gonna undo a lot of good work. There's a bump at the back post as well. It's chaos, it's carnage in the orange half of GROWLII, but EKON has the clairvoyance and has the calmness to just get it out, carry it out, and just reset the rotation.
And it seems like a more physical game now too, Mac, with a lot of demos on both sides actually. Mostly GROWLII though, trying to take Team 5 out of their rotation. I think it's the right call when your team is, or when your opponent's playing so aggressive with their rotations. If you can get that last man, it creates even more of that space and maybe another open net. It's going to be necessary with the last 15 seconds starting now.
Last 15 seconds, and it seems like the honors of the last attack may be on GROWLII. MTZR up high, beaten by GROWLII. EKON for the second ball. LUIISP nearly caught out at the front post, but I think that should be it. GROWLII is there. Ball still alive though. Both teams respecting the oldest rule of keeping that ball up high. EKON back pass on the ground. We have overtime.
Finally drops on the ground. So these two teams that have been so close so far make an extra show out of it with an overtime here. I think very, very deserved with how this game has been going so far. LUIISP try and make an end out of it though. It is mainly the offense been for Team 5 against the defense for GROWLII.
It certainly seems that way as GROWLII has a shooting opportunity, but once more they find their master in KERIAN. He's just had every single dangerous shot on lock for GROWLII. Once more, KERIAN out of his own half this time. He's beaten by TEHQOZ. EKON is still last. He's a bit too far forward. TEHQOZ just doesn't find the power on the shot.
Then it doesn't seem to be working with passing plays. He was going to come off of a solo play again. So LUIISP with that dribble in the first game, maybe it's going to take something like that for Team 5 to eventually find the goal again, because the defense again has just been so good inside of GROWLII. Every single time you have this infield pass, the shot, there's just someone there to break the shot. LUIISP now backboard, no one to follow up. GROWLII finds the backboard too, has to be finished, but it isn't, it's wide.
Once more, it's wide, it's wasteful on the side of Team 5, LUIISP. Once more against the backboard. KERIAN, beautiful second touch. Get it out. MTZR already on GROWLII's case. EKON will follow him up nicely, but the chances are there for Team 5. They're just not clinical enough in their finishing, Juicy. 14 shots and only 1 goal to their name. That's pathetic. That's poor.
And it's not even that the shots are that bad. It just should be a little bit better. It's the away from the defense. That's the main task here for Team 5, and it is doable. It's just that 1 or 2 defenders in goal. Yes, sometimes it's 3 on the side of GROWLII, and again, massive prop to their defense. But it shouldn't be enough to win the series unless KERIAN can find something magical here. Let's take us off of the backboard.
As the overtime ticks on and clocks on, we are now over 2 minutes of extra time. GROWLII able to finally see the blue half of the pitch and finally try to sustain some pressure of their own as EKON gets it over 1. TEHQOZ, though, still there for Team 5.
Good rotations on both sides. Not really giving away too many big gaps between the players. Even if we see a rare miss, then immediately someone else is there to pick up the slack from the first player. That's what we want to see. A demo from KERIAN. LUIISP with some space. LUIISP with the flip reset on the backboard. Twice again the crossbar. The shooting's not good enough.
Shooting absolutely not there for Team 5 in this overtime. This overtime should have been over many, many times. And yet, with minute 3 starting, we are TEHQOZ. He doesn't want to go on anymore. He says 3 minutes, 3 seconds. That's enough. 19 shots, second goal, and a deciding goal for Team 5.
That was an absolute chore for Team 5, that one. It was, they were by far the better team, right? I feel like they have the series, or especially this game, just in their hands. They're the ones that are putting the pressure towards GROWLII. They're creating the chances. Like, everything is going right up until the absolute last touch that needs to be made to put this ball in the back of the net. Those shots, they're not even bad. They're all right, but they keep hitting the crossbar of being in the middle of the goal, and it's all savable for GROWLII. I feel like if this Team 5 can find the magic in the tiny last bit, in the last 5 to 10% of all of their attacks, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with for the entire tournament.
Exactly, but it's that last 5% that if you can't find it, and if your opponent's defense is as structured as GROWLII is, that's where you're struggling. That's where you can rack up shot after shot after shot and not score, which could, realistically, had they lost this overtime, it could have hurt them very, very badly mentally, because it is sort of a quality of a quantity thing that's going on right here. As GROWLII, that wasn't even a shot. that was just to the corner flag.
No, it was I think it was there was this joke about a footballer years ago who tried to take a shot and just get off. What?
Hold the phone. TEHQOZ found an angle. What a pre-jump! How? What? TEHQOZ, are you mad?
No, you see, normally as a caster, right, you're building up to a play, and you can see it coming. I did not see this coming in the slightest. My brain stopped working, my mouth stopped working, and rightly so, because that is a crazy goal. How can he not score some of the chances that we've seen, and then this absolute banger finds the back of the net? It's crazy time here for Team 5.
It is absolute madness going on. TEHQOZ couldn't score from like 5 meters out, but he scores at the corner angle. Absolutely unreal scenes. But now, this is a goal that Team 5 can rally behind. This is finally their go-ahead goal. Finally, GROWLII, they can't just turtle up in defense anymore. They have to come out. They have to meet Team 5 halfway. And now we can see how GROWLII can deal with that pressure. It's GROWLII gets it into his own corner, gets into relative safety. KERIAN is still there to amp up the pressure.
Yeah, and this situation that we haven't seen before. It's also going to be the question of how is Team 5 going to adapt? Are they going to adapt at all? Are we going to see slightly more cautious play style? Are they still going to be as aggressive as they have been before? It's been a minute and a half so far in this game. That clear, not great enough from TEHQOZ, but the follow-up from LUIISP. Again, they're playing as a team though, Team 5. I mean, it is in the name, but that's good to see, even though this redirect just misses.
They're constantly looking for one another. They're not just trying to carry it out of defense alone. No, they're looking for the pass first, and if they don't have a pass open to them, then and only then are they going to boom it downfield. And that's just a really smart tactic to control the pace of play and also control the possession of the ball. Now we can see the bang here. It's immediately returned as we go into a bit of tennis mode here, as halftime is very fastly approaching.
I like that from TEHQOZ though. When he found half a clear, instead of immediately going back or trying to find boost, he first went through the bump, helping his team out. That's a great save by him as well. But that way, with those small bumps, you get just enough space for your teammates to put them in a better position here as well. The double save and then the shot on target, making it hard for MTZR. Good bump too, but again, the shot from GROWLII should be on net. Could have been number 2.
Could have been number 2 from a player like GROWLII. We really expect that it should be number 2. But the man has got problems with his shooting today, and that one's certainly not going to help the mentality in that regard either. TEHQOZ up high, GROWLII finds the infield pass. EKON though is wise to it, cuts it down. He's now even able to transition it out into offense. Demo from KERIAN is going to open up so much space, and MTZR knows how to use it.
And this time it's once again just GROWLII playing it really well, recognizing there that they have created some space with the demo, that the MTZR doesn't need to fully rush it, but needs to play quick. They're so formidably. I also see a little bit of ping on GROWLII, a little spike, 108, 56 now with the red indicator. I don't know how much that is playing into this series so far. That may be the reason why he hasn't been the level that we expect from him.
Could be a contributing factor, but you know what they say, winners don't make excuses, they just play the cards and the hand that they're dealt with, and GROWLII's doing exactly that. He's still trying to be as much a member of this team as he can with a beautiful banger. Looking for the top corner, but KERIAN once more deep enough in the back to just avoid any danger. The ball is floating around rather dangerously inside the box of GROWLII, but no shot yet. Here it comes, LUIISP! LUIISP is good. It's 2-1 in favor of Team 5.
LUIISP is good. LUIISP is great. Right here again, so important. That pass from GROWLII definitely on point as well. It's so hard not to completely flick it away, but you do have to get a big enough touch to take it away from the last defender. Did so absolutely fantastically. It could have been more perfect if he tried. And sets up his teammate in LUIISP. And this time, Team 5 once again finding that lead to make it 2 in the series.
Trying to make it a 2-1 in the series and match point to them. But 40 seconds still remain and KERIAN is airborne. It's a beautiful control touch. GROWLII though patiently waiting on that backboard as Chaos is being tried to be spread in the box of Team 5. No avail though. Gross noobs trying and knocking they are, but they're certainly missing that final piece of the puzzle, that final piece to break the defense. There they found the infield pass, was it?
It was a perfect pass here. It almost looked unintended because he was following it himself, but that threw TEHQOZ off and then had to use his flip to try and get all of the power out of the shot. Maybe our decision there would have been trying to put it either side to the goal or even above the goal, but he thought he could control it. Didn't quite work out for him there. Now the chance to redeem himself, needs to put it over 1. That slight touch foils that plan.
Plan foiled in the first instance, but second round of asking. EKON, beautiful demo by GROWLII, important demo by GROWLII to give TEHQOZ some space to breathe as we head into our second consecutive overtime. 3 minutes and 3 seconds. The overtime was in game number 2. Could this be equally as long here, Juicy?
I certainly hope so, because it's great to watch these two teams. Both created so many chances. It's very fun Rocket League to watch. It's not full of mistakes or anything. It's great chances, and that bump creates the open net, scored by KERIAN, and so it is GROWLII taking this game.
GROWLII take the game. GROWLII take a match point. GROWLII, get out of the way, says MTZR, opening the path for KERIAN for an easy tap in. And now we are on the verge of quite the upset, as GROWLII are one game away of eliminating Team 5 from Rendezvous number 4.
I know, it just, this entire series feels like a show match in terms of how good the mentality has to be for Team 5. It was like game 1 where they were so dominating. Yes, GROWLII was a team that won, then the long overtime, and now this one where, again, they should have won it. It's the last second mistake. I think we could call it from TEHQOZ, and then losing it in overtime. I wonder how their mindset is going to be going into this game 4.
They are professionals, right? GROWLII has been at the very close to the very top. I mean, LUIISP has played for very, very reputable orgs in the past. They should be in charge, or they should be master of their own minds. But the funny thing is, things that should happen oftentimes don't happen when we talk about Rocket League, and especially when we talk about EU Rocket League. Chaos reigns supreme, and Chaos once more shows its ugly, ugly head as GROWLII are on the verge of completing a 3-1 victory.
Let's see if they can snap their opponents out of his existence here, talking about Chaos, and looks to be happening as the start from this game 4. Very, very convincing on GROWLII. I saw the pre-jump earlier off of the pass. I think that's exactly what they're going to need in this match.
Confidence needs to be shown. MTZR, what a bump on LUIISP, buying so much time for KERIAN and EKON. GROWLII intercepting that one early though, finds the infield pass onto LUIISP. The shot though, not dangerous enough. Once more, it's a shot on target. It's one for the statistic, but it's one that's easily dealt with.
It's easy because of the calmness on the side of GROWLII. Instead of immediately committing, they have to go onto that side wall. There's one covering the immediate shot and one covering a little slower shot, because they're covering so much of the goals. Impossible to score. Scoring maybe now on the other side with the double demo, opening some space. Another demo. This time it's TEHQOZ just finding MTZR. Very physical play, but nothing really coming out of it.
Coming out of it as the ball just being punched about in the middle of the pitch. MTZR, oh, that's a beautiful pass down to KERIAN. TEHQOZ saw it coming, and thankfully so for Team 5, as KERIAN surely would have been able to put a dangerous shot on target. Still, the scoreline remains 0-0. It's drawn. It's TEHQOZ has a shot. EKON just there. GROWLII's second touch, not good enough. Doesn't find the backboard at a nice angle. Doesn't find a teammate in the middle. Still though, Team 5 with possession.
Trying to turn that possession into a little bit more. Hopefully a goal is what they're looking for. But it's the spacing on the side of GROWLII that's so impressive. Every single time you see this half clear coming out, there's someone there. What a save too! MTZR can do it in offense, but his defense is just as great.
The read, the speed on MTZR, absolutely immaculate stuff from the young French player LUIISP. Another crazy redirect to the back post, but once more, MTZR, he was ready. He's still there. He's still pretty much locked in as third. He now finally finds KERIAN on the transition. GROWLII able to clear their lines.
Look at this challenge. No boost for him as well, and still puts it into a position where KERIAN can do something with it. Good follow by Lewis though. Takes it from one half to the other. Finds the back of the net.
Caught out in transition. EKON takes a sweet old time to get back, and LUIISP is like, yep, so you just do that, mate. I'll just happily air dribble it over you. The net completely empty. GROWLII, a rare rotational mistake from them.
It feels, Mac, as if the entire game is just the opposite of what we've seen in game 1. And this time I feel like it's GROWLII who's more in control. They have the passes, they have the pressure, and then they're the ones who get caught on that rotation, who get caught out trying to go to their defense just a tad bit too slow. And it is Team 5 leading this one.
Team 5 getting this one, and Team 5 looking to make it 2 with GROWLII though. Low boost and KERIAN in his face. That's a recipe for disaster offensively as EKON now has a shot. The bump was there, but the placement of the shot was not. 1-0 lead from Team 5 still survives. GROWLII beaten by MTZR. Double commit though is going to make the net open for once more. LUIISP, and he slots it home.
And again, it's a transition, but this time it's from defense to offense where it goes wrong for GROWLII. Two people committing to the same ball, leaves an open net. Lewis, this time his sharp shooting is on point, finds that top corner, and even though it was a small touch, it was never going to be good enough to actually save that shot. So it is a 2-0 lead here. The game 5, which both teams honestly deserve, is looking closer and closer.
It's looking very, very close indeed with both teams really wrestling for control in the series. KERIAN, that's a beautiful pass to EKON. The shot just slightly too high, but GROWLII trying to pull out some magic, something to rally behind as we are getting ever closer to be heading to that decisive game number 5. And honestly, I can't think of a series off the top of my head that deserved a game 5 as much as this one.
We were saying it before the series even started, Mac. We were like, okay, we could pick whatever quarterfinal we want to broadcast. It should 100% be this one. This is going to be the closest one. And this game isn't close, though. It is Team 5 walking away with it.
Team 5 opening up the lead, 3-0. Well, a goal like plastic surgery. It doesn't really change much, but it kind of looked nice, I guess.
I like that one. I like that one. Even though I feel like some people might disagree with you on that one with it not doing anything, but no, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, it just doesn't just alter the end result, right? It's a 3-0. Team 5 gets some confidence, and now GROWLII changes his car.
Yeah,
maybe changes his disgusting Kiwi wheels. But they now have all the momentum on their side. They've got a LUIISP, 737 points, 4 saves, 2 goals, 1 assist. Absolutely on fire. TEHQOZ has been playing well. And GROWLII, they've been dismantled on defense. They've been caught out. Finally, Team 5 had the patience to just simply wait out their opponents.
Yeah, it's been a complete change in terms of playstyle, and it's a playstyle change that GROWLII hasn't been able to adapt to so far, and that's major props to Team 5, because so often in these off-season tournaments you see these teams just kind of playing off of what they know. They do their own thing, and then if it doesn't work, there's no plan B. Well, plan B has been called into action for Team 5, and plan B is what they'll be using here in this game 5. I assume they're the more adaptive team so far is what they've shown. Can they finish out the series 2?
Game 5 certainly has its own rules when it's decisive. Whatever happened before in the series, as a matter of fact, simply doesn't matter. It all can be won and lost here. One game of Rocket League. A best of 1, effectively. Who has the nerves? It seems to be GROWLII.
GROWLII!
Up high, GROWLII! Oh, it's just slightly too high. TEHQOZ puts it up high once more for LUIISP. EKON to the side.
Aye, but this is looking a lot like early games. Team 5 with big chances, but only the crossbar standing between them and glory. And that crossbar again found twice in a row. Good demo from GROWLII. Take away the last defenders. That makes shooting a whole heap easier. But who's going to shoot? It's LUIISP again up the crossbar.
They're trying to slot it. They're trying to go for the placement. The placement simply isn't there. That darned crossbar, it's just a slight bit too low for Team 5. And now MTZR on the transition. LUIISP back in time.
It's been so scary. Those transitions and that save from Lewis, very, very necessary. On the goal line, gets the perfect 50 to take it away to the side. The pressure hasn't been alleviated. It's clear from GROWLII, could make something beautiful. Lewis opts to just go for the boost. No demo there. It seems to be having the pace to destroy his opponent. Doesn't quite work. So now the game is being played in midfield. Ooh, that was a slightly missed touch.
Mistouch, but the ball simply allowed to exist on its lonesome. LUIISP nearly taking advantage of that one after GROWLII cleared out the opponent. TEHQOZ comes in with their shot, banked to the near post. Not savable for GROWLII, a 1-0 lead for Team 5.
I've been criticizing their shooting. I still think rightly so, but this one perfectly in the top corner. EKON just a bit too quick there, pulling the trigger on the side wall jump. I feel like if he'd waited there for a tiny second, he might have been able to save that. This could be another chance. GROWLII to quite find a touch towards net.
I don't think GROWLII has scored since game 1.
Yeah,
he had one goal, I think, in the series, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, his shooting, not his strong suit of this particular series, but he's always been there. He's always created something. He's always been able to set up TEHQOZ and LUIISP. And if your shooting just isn't on the day, that's a beautiful role for yourself to pivot in. Do the dirty work. Try to enable your teammates because they are on fire. LUIISP misses the flip reset, but doesn't matter. It still draws out all 3 defenders of GROWLII.
On the counter, this should be open. Crossbar found, but when it's for GROWLII, it's crossbar down and in. KERIAN finds the equalizer.
A beat by EKON, and a finish by KERIAN. Perhaps a bit of Rocket League gods being on the side of the Frenchies of GROWLII, as this one just bounces gently down from the crossbar instead of out.
I mean, let's be honest here. We're playing a Rocket Baguette tournament. It's been Boyan who wrote the script. It's going to be GROWLII. There's no going about it.
You can't kill the suspense, man.
I'm sorry, I leaked the script. Go back.
Go back. We need to upgrade the script, Boyan. We need a new version of it. But until we get one, LUIISP will just wait it out in his own half as a demo from KERIAN. The shot is there from EKON. What an angle from EKON!
Beautiful shot. Doesn't need the speed when it has the placement, and that demo so incredibly important. KERIAN so far been instrumental in both goals being scored here by GROWLII.
GROWLII, both goals KERIAN, as you say, Juicy, he just was there to create the goal or to create the chaos that led to the goal, and suddenly, with 100 seconds left in game number 5, Team 5 are looking down the barrel of defeat as EKON gets another beautiful clear.
But they cannot rest right now. Maki, they cannot at all. This team in Team 5 has been so incredibly strong and such a good offensive pressure that they've shown us. Here again with LUIISP, just making sure to keep that ball upfield. EKON doesn't have any boost, forced to play the ball towards TEHQOZ. Gets it past KERIAN, needs to pass one more. Doesn't quite work out, but a minute to go. You just know that there's going to be more chances here for Team 5.
Certainly more chances to come. Certainly they're going to throw everything forward. Nothing to lose now for Team 5. Everything to win, but EKON has found the open net. GROWLII just back. KERIAN make sure to keep a possession for GROWLII, and as I say that, he immediately throws it away to LUIISP.
Yeah, that wasn't the right decision to make there. Anyone could see that, but it's been dangerous on either side. I feel like the system and the rotations that were so good so far for Team 5 have faltered here in this last minute. They're just playing off of what they know. Now it's like missed there, but the bump should be enough. The bump on the team. TEHQOZ passes it back. Who's gonna shoot? No shot just yet. GROWLII tries to push it up, and now could be on the counter. Last 10 seconds. Are we gonna see another pass here or another chance here for Team 5? Maybe up high. It's past LUIISP. GROWLII, the one who needs to do it, onto the ceiling. LUIISP, crazy angle, doesn't quite get found. Onto the sidewall, down, and GROWLII get Team 5 down and out of this rendezvous.
Team 5 beaten, perhaps even upset by the young French team. EKON, KERIAN, and MTZR find a Game 5 victory in a really thrilling series here, Juicy. It was so close. Like, every game was one goal game, apart from Game 4.
Yo, I feel like thrilling is still underselling it. I don't know what word we could use, but it's been an absolute banger to start this number 4 rendezvous with. It was two teams were very evenly matched. We saw great Rocket League. We saw two completely different play styles absolutely clash on the pitch, and it was just a treat to watch.
It was fantastic to watch, and you know what's even better than this series?
Tell me.
Is that we have 2 more that are going to come up. We still have our semi-finals and we still have our grand finals. This was just the appetizer. The main course is still yet to come.